Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series that I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association in conjunction with the blog that I write for them, talking all about songwriting and what has worked for various artists over the course of a handful of years, whether those songs have been hits or not. So this latest kick that I'm on is called, this vlog is the best, Jerry, the best. And these are all songs that use superlatives in the title and in the lyrics. So last week we looked at Best I Ever Had by Vertical Horizon, and then we also talked about the song The Hardest Thing by 98 Degrees. Now we are going to take a look at Before the Worst by The Script. So lyrically, before we dive into that, I do want to just talk about something, kind of my current method of songwriting that I developed in 2007, and I discovered The Script in 2008. These two things go hand in hand because a picture of their debut album cover was one of the first things to go on my influences wall in my dorm, now in my apartment, and my condo as well. It's followed me all those years. There's something cool about how the band was able to phrase simple concepts in a way I'd never heard before, and Before the Worst was one of those. The song picks up at the end of a relationship, and the narrator tries to make sense of it all. The only way he sees fit to do that is to try to take it back before it all went wrong. And in the chorus, he expands upon this time frame. He says that at the end of the chorus, try to take it back before it all went wrong. And then before that, he talks about all of the places that they went, including the place they got engaged, and talked about a future, not knowing what would go wrong in that future. The cliche of hindsight's 2020 is never sung in this song, but they describe that feeling. He's convinced that they can take it back to where they were before they do some, or take it back to where they were, and do something different, even though it's not ever revealed what went wrong. There are so many things appealing about this lyric. Everyone would like to go back to the past and alter it, but this narrator is convinced that the future doesn't need to be altered because the past, where everything was great, should also be the future, and that's really compelling. And it could be the future if they could just go back to the past and make it like that forever. I also really like the way Before the Worst is phrased. The superlative works well because when he's reflecting on the past, he says, well, actually, we've seen worse and we've gotten through that, but now we're at the worst and can't seem to overcome it. It's a subtle contrast using a comparative, two things, worse and better, before ending with the superlative, worst, the worst of three or more things, while reflecting on the times, when things were better. Another comparative, the times in Dublin and Grafton Street were certainly better than this. The vocal delivery being quick and almost rap-like is a nice touch because this guy is indeed in panic mode. By the way, I gave you a little bit of a preview as to what my next blog and vlog kick are going to be, and that's talking about comparatives. So we're doing superlatives now, looking bigger, and then we'll get to comparatives, comparing two things, and that will be the next blog and vlog kick. So melodically, the song is written in the key of C sharp minor, on the guitar with the capo on the 4th fret. Relative to the capo, the intro uses C, D, E minor 7, which is a 6-7-1 pattern, while the verses use E minor 7, and C. That gets played twice before ending on the D and E minor 7. This is a 1-6-7-2-1 pattern. In my last blog and vlog kick, we focused quite a bit on the fact that the songs, all by coincidence, ended on the 4 chord, or at least a higher chord, in order to create a semblance of tension within the narrator's position, specifically at their jobs. That might not have been the last blog, but we definitely have talked about that in the past. Although both the intro and the verses end on the one chord, the chord before it is what really makes the essence of the song, creating tension and uneasiness before having that resolve. There's no thematic resolve except the bridge where the narrator is convinced that he and his ex can overcome whatever troubles they're having. But even with that thematic resolve, there's no melodic resolve, as the instrumental section after the bridge ends on the seventh chord, I should say, and the vocal part before it dives back into the chorus with the tag of "let's try to take it back before it all went wrong." And that ends on the sixth chord, which is the C, and there the tension makes sense because you don't know if they will or not. It's just the goal. Instrumentally, the song uses piano, drums, and other percussion, as well as acoustic, electric, and bass guitar and strings in the bridge. The piano is fascinating to me with how it evolves throughout the song. It starts off as just an intro, but then stays in throughout the whole song, speeding up for the whole song and going back to the intro chords after the bridge. I bring this up because in the song The Reason by Hoobastank, there's a piano at the beginning and then you never hear it again. And given the vibe of the rest of the song with the frantic vocal delivery, it's cool to see how it molds with the rest of the song, rather than being just a random part at the beginning like it is in The Reason, but also a terrific song. It still works somehow. So structurally, the song uses a verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, instrumental, interlude, chorus format. The piano at the beginning might represent how things used to be, and the interlude is kind of a harkening back to that time. So structurally, this is a really cool thing to put after the bridge, where there's a little hope that they might get back there. The pre-chorus is also notable because it actually feels less chaotic than the verses, and usually you see the opposite, where the pre-chorus ramps up the intensity, but it transitions into the chorus more smoothly with its relative simplicity, and the same goes for the bridge. You can listen to Before the Worst below. I'm Minnesota Mike. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you check out all of my videos right here on YouTube, all those vlogs specifically, and then all of my blogs, which can be found on the Memphis Songwriters Association website. Thank you so much.